Hey y'all, Elwynnorion here, DFW lay artist and spirit docent bringing channeled guidance for the collective who finds this space. I do want to be very clear up front that I am not a teacher, nor do I play one on the internet. I am simply a student of life who has been guided to share my notes with y'all. So who am I, and why should you listen to me? That's entirely up to you, but here's the short version of my spiritual background. As an undiagnosed autistic with undiagnosed postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, I was raised in a deeply rural Texas town in a high-control religion alongside my sister by our single mother. This particular faith heavily focuses on studying the Bible academically and denying medical care. I quite loved the approach of academic study in regard to faith. Even so, upon coming of age, I elected to leave the cult-like Christian environment that punished asking questions and was therefore fully excommunicated from my church, my family, and my own mother. It was just my sister and I against the world. There started a years-long process of attending every church I could reach from my tiny town. Eventually, we both moved to Houston, and the search continued. With each community, I found problematic ideology that simply did not resonate with the God and Christ I had studied and loved all my life. Over time, I lost faith in the humans who aligned with God, and in so doing began the search for answers in the other direction. Just as I had studied the Bible cover to cover repeatedly, I read and watched and met educational content in regard to all the things I had been raised to see as, quote, evil, end quote. From the LGBT community to the world of BDSM, from alcohol to drugs of varying forms, from practicing witches to healing shamans, and each non-Christian faith I could find, including Satanism. What I learned in my decades of study and exploration is that Christ, the man known as Yeshua, really did lay out all we need to know to find happiness and contentment in our blessed earthly lives. He teaches deeply simple concepts, that of love, acceptance, and kindness. Churches then, including the ones who led to his death, and churches now, may preach his words, yet they do not lead his flock as he said to. Many are waking up to this undeniable fact. The Father is begging to be remembered. In properly learning, experimenting, and self-teaching varying forms of magic, I learned a great many things about myself and the world around us. Through the many years process of self-teaching shamanic journeying, I was guided by spirit to repair my own shattered soul. Whether it be witches, druids, indigenous holy folk, or shamans, these beautiful souls were not committing sin, as Western religion would have us believe, but rather working within the gifts of our mother. I couldn't have known this without trying for myself. I've led a complex life since entering a world I was quite literally raised apart from. I am grateful for the therapist who helped me better understand this place we call home. There came the day when my own mental strength was tested, and in a moment of utter despair, when I had lost all hope and was ready to give up, I pleaded in prayer to be saved from this life. What followed is a story for many other videos. Simply put, a 2-year spiritual awakening and strengthening process began that day with the simple words from Spirit of, "You need not pick between Christ and the magical world you've discovered. God made all. You have learned the tools God crafted. It is time to refine them and in time share what you've learned." And so, here we are. This channel, Ion Chronic, has been many years and many attempts in the making. It was only when I came into better balance between the mother and the father, between my own shadows and light, that I became attuned to my own life's purpose. So what the heck is Ion Chronic? This is my artist moniker for starters, and grew to become my own personal heart and art-filled spirit space, held with intention and full of love and peace. A love and peace I wish to share with all of my Earth fellows. This is a space built to help us all better understand our own emotions from a spiritual perspective. Each week, I share my own personal guidance practice. These simple methods of divination through spirit with animal spirits and tarot have guided me well. Each video is made within a channeled state, within prayer, bringing forth the voices of our cosmic lineage. In this channel, we will be exploring varying methods in which you yourself may find spiritual balance with your own shadow and light sides, and with it, more complete wholeness. We will also explore which emotions fall into the shadow and light categories, and how you may go about befriending these often misunderstood and improperly defined friends. The first spiritual tool we will be discussing is what I've dubbed the Mind-Heart-Gut Choice Network. It is through this tool, which we are all born with, that I've been able to refine and define my own path and oath in life. Stay tuned if you're curious as to how you yourself can tap into your own spirit-supported wisdom. If you've made it this far into the video, I thank you ever so much for being here. I look forward to building this community and collective of students as we all grow and blossom as souls together. Go in peace and be blessed, y'all. You are all loved, exactly as you are.